Hey math kids, today we're going to look at system of equations, and specifically we're going to look at the substitution method. So notice that I have these two functions right here. They're both linear, they're both lines. If we're to graph them on Desmos, then we'll see that they'll cross in one place. And so the answer to this system, the x comma y value, is going to tell us where they cross. Okay, so with substitution, we want to solve each equation for the same thing. Now luckily, both of these are solved for y, so I can simply take this and set it equal to this because they're both equal to y. Okay, so I'm going to start with that. I have 3x plus 1 equals 2x plus 3. And then I just want to continue to solve for x. So to do that, I'm going to subtract 1 over here. And after that, I need to get my x's on the same side. So subtract 2x. 3x minus 2x is just x. And then I just have this 2 left over. Okay, so x equals 2. Now, I'm going to take that x equals 2 and plug it into one of the original equations. It doesn't matter which one. I'm just going to choose the top. So y equals 3 times x, which was 2, plus 1. Once again, I just plug this 2 in for this x. Multiply those together, I get 6. Then when I simplify that, I get 7. Okay, I have my x and my y value. The final thing that I want you to do, I want you to write it as an ordered pair, x comma y, and that's how we're going to represent our answer. Now if we go over to Desmos and we type in those two equations, typed in those two equations, we can see that they cross in one spot, and that spot is 2, 7. So Desmos is a good way to check, and later on this assignment, this is going to be the primary method that we use for systems. So let's move on. We're going to do one more example with substitution. Once again, these are both lines. With substitution, we need to be solved for the same thing, so you either need to do algebra to make it that way, or, on this one we lucked out and they're both solved for y. So we set them equal to each other. We get x plus 1 is equal to 4x minus 2. Now what I do, just my thinking behind this, I like to get the x's on the side of whatever the bigger x is, unless it's not, I don't know, it really doesn't matter, but for some reason I just like to get them on the side with the bigger x if it's positive. I like to make my x positive. It's just like a thing I do. So I'm going to subtract x this direction. And so we have 1 is equal to 3x minus 2. We add 2 to both sides. So we get 3 equals 3x, and then we divide both sides by 3, and that leaves us with x equals 1. Now we're going to take this and plug it into one of the originals. The top one looks easier to me, so I'm just going to say 1 plus 1. So our y value is 2. Okay, once again, our final answer we write as x comma y, and then we're going to go to Desmos and just check that. That's not what I want. Where did Desmos go? There we go. Okay, so the first one was just x plus 1, and 4x minus 2. Okay, so we see where they cross, just hover over that point, and Desmos tells us that it's 1, 2, which is what we got, so we feel good, our answer's correct. If you need additional help, please come to Math Lab. Until then, calculator.